and appreciate it. Section 5. An appeal shall lie within 30 days from an order of a bench exercising jurisdiction under Clause 3 of Article 184 of the Constitution to a larger bench of the Supreme Court, and such appeal shall, within a period not exceeding 14 days, be fixed for hearing. And second part, the right of appeal under subsection 1 shall also be available to an aggrieved person of this Act, provided that the appeal under this section shall be filed within 30 days of the commencement of this Act. I'm not going to analyze it. I have my serious objection on this, and I will.
So what you have to do, you're saying I'm not going to do it.
Well,
you have challenged the law, you have to challenge it.
Appeal shall lie within 30 days.
We've read the English of it. What's wrong with it? Tell us that.
As far as Section 5 is concerned,
is it good? Is it bad? First tell us that.
Well, it says that appeal shall lie within 30 days from an order of a bench exercising jurisdiction under Clause 3 of 184. May I respectfully submit that if an appeal is provided against a decision under 184.3, then why is this not they included in Clause 2, whereby my 184.3 application will be disposed of?
Is that the way I was taught law was not the council asked questions from the bench. It was the bench would ask questions. Are you supporting this provision or not? First say, yes, I am. No, I am not. These are my reasons.
My lord, I have a reservation on this.
You may have reservations. Tell us unconstitutional about it.
But then let me explain it to them, because if I start explaining it at this stage, it will take your time. But I will say this thing, that this Section 5 could have also, this right of appeal should also have been given in Section 2.
Good is different from ultra vires a constitution.
It ought to have been given.
But then you go and move a bill in Parliament. We are saying, are you opposed to Section 5? Give us legal reasonings, or you say it's okay. अब उनसे आप पूछेंगे.
You have done this.
नहीं, ये नहीं, आप जवाब दीजिए ना. आपने petition लाए. This is not fair.
To make it more simple, you don't want your client to have a right of appeal.
So, sir,
If first say it's unconstitutional, it's constitutional. You're not saying anything. You just. यहाँ कोई discussion होता है. Sorry, not on. This is your job in office.
My lord, may I say this thing that we divided the.
Please answer the question: is this constitutional or unconstitutional?
It is unconstitutional.
I can't hear you.
वायरिस तो बताइए ना, वायरिस क्या है?
Hey, unconstitutional आपके जहन में और नहीं है?
Unconstitutional.
Well, it's my personal opinion is this, that this Section 5 goes beyond the powers which were there with the Parliament.
So now formulate a contention on that. Please formulate a contention.
For the simple reason, my lord, if an appeal is to be provided, it's a substantive right. There has to be a constitutional amendment to provide an appeal under Section 184.3.
Okay.
And this appeal to this Act by an ordinary law cannot provide.
I can't seem to reconcile your, which I appear to me to be contradictory submissions. Please let me finish. Please let me finish.
Yes, ma'am.
On the one hand, you are saying, where will I go? Where will I go? Here, the Parliament has given you a right. You say it's unconstitutional. So please don't make contradictory contentions.
I'm only saying this thing, that it's a good thing that the appeal be given, but the manner in which it has to be given is wrong.
Please take it.
I'm saying this thing, that this one, the right of appeal given in this manner by an ordinary law.
We will not strike it down because of manner. You have to show us ultra vires the Constitution.
It is unconstitutional, sir.
But saying so, no argument.
Our argument is this, that 184.3 is a substantive provision of the Constitution. If
you are happy with no appeal.
Well, if a right of appeal has to be given, there has to be a constitutional amendment.
Okay, point taken. Move ahead.
I just have a question to you with regard to Section 5 from what you have just said. Kindly read it again.
An appeal shall lie within 30 days from an order of a bench exercising jurisdiction under Clause 3 of Article 184 of the Constitution.
Just kindly stop. So this order, the question to you is, has two parts. So the first part is, this question, this order, which is now made appealable, is it a judicial order or is it administrative type of order? And if it is a judicial order, then how can Parliament, in exercise of a legislative competence conferred by Article 191, in relation to practice and procedure, confer a right of appeal? Because if I may, and this is the point, I apologize, my question has three parts. Because if I may touch upon what my learned colleague, Mr. Justice Mansoor Ali Shah, said recently, that this is recently, meaning in the hearing of the case, that anything that this law, the Supreme Court can itself do in exercise of rule-making power. Question therefore is, can Supreme Court confer a right of appeal in exercise of rule-making power against a judicial order under 184(3)? If the answer is no, then it seems to me logically that Parliament also can't do it, because the two things are parallel. Therefore, question, is it therefore unconstitutional?
Unconstitutional.
You don't have to give an answer.
If the right of appeal had to be given through an amendment. Yes, next is right to appoint.
आप चाहें तो आप हमें लिखकर तहरीरी तौर पे भी जवाब दे दीजिएगा, ठीक है? अगर आप आगे अपना आर्गुमेंट चलाते रहें, जी आगे बढ़ते हैं। 6 को पढ़िए, 6
right to appoint counsel of choice for filing a review application under Article 188 of the Constitution. A party shall have the right to appoint counsel of its choice. I personally don't object.
Personally की बात कोई नहीं है।
I'm not objecting to this because I feel that
okay, it's okay. चलिए, let's get on with it. Section 6 is okay.
Application for fixation of urgent matters, application pleading urgency or seeking interment filed in a cause, appeal or matter shall be fixed for it. My objection on this is again that this is a function of the Supreme Court itself, because this relates to the
Please
procedure.
tell us, is it ultra vires a constitution?
It's ultra vires.
Thank you.
I just have a question on you on this, on Section 7. Now, Section 7 really relates to what is